Hey there everybody, Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here. Wanted to show you my first couple of minutes on this brand new Husky TE300i. This is a bike that I will be giving away, and these are the first minutes on it. You'll see me whiskey throttle here almost, because I didn't know if I was going to get too much wheel spin on this sand right here. Check it out. Since two of the bikes in that wash were mine, I decided I needed to do that again so I didn't force Logan to ride my 300 XCW off this thing. So this is me doing it, and maybe not even quite as cleanly, and I kind of whacked my hand into the side of the sandstone there, but oh well, live and learn.
Now I've swapped over onto the Husky. This one's the TE300i. Just by way of information, this is the sweepstakes bike that you can win. I'm reviewing this bike, testing this bike. It's brand new. I paid full price for the sucker, and I'm gonna be giving this away. You can go on my website. It's gonna happen between March 1st and April 30th. On my website, you go in there, I got all the details over there. For every $5 you spend, it enters you into the drawing for this bike. It's gonna be pretty freaking sweet. These are my first few minutes on the bike. The thing's a screamer, man. Light front end feel. Brakes on this one, for whatever reason, are a little more mushy than a lot of the other bikes I've been riding. I might have to swap the pads. I felt like I was trying to clean the oil off these brake pads.
It doesn't matter, we're just going to go that way.
We literally spent all day swapping back and forth between all the different bikes that we had with us. We had a number of different bikes, and this was my time here on the Husky, and I have to say that as far as the motor goes, the Husky did not disappoint. It felt very balanced. The only complaint I had were the brakes, and those brake pads I've now replaced, and I think that has solved the issue. But we would go around and we'd do some high-speed desert stuff. We'd do some playing around on some obstacles and little hill climbs and different things, and just kind of getting used to the nuances of the different bikes. And this Husky did not disappoint, especially in the motor department. We had the KTM 300 TPI, XCW TPI right next to it, and I couldn't really tell a difference in the motors. They both ran phenomenal.
Get out here a little bit more in the rocky stuff with this TE300i. So put a couple of clicks of compression back into this fork. A lot of times I just kind of set these things up kind of in the standard configuration. As you look in the manuals, it'll say how many clicks out from closed, and a lot of times I'll just start in the standard config and then adjust them a little bit. I don't do a ton of adjustment one way or the other, so I went 2 clicks stiffer on the compression. And I slowed down my rebound on the front fork just a touch as well. Flip the throttle over that. I think I'll probably, I don't know, I might take the clicks back out of the rebound. just have to see. I'll ride it for a few more minutes here. But I am comparing this directly to the suspension on the KTM that's behind me. I think Logan's on it now. It's we had the suspension redone, revalid by moto experts there in Utah, and I'm gonna have to go back to back. I haven't yet gone from this bike to that bike. I'm gonna need to do that next and just see how big of a difference it really is.
And it should come as no surprise that the full Race Tech revalve in the suspension did end up being better than the stock stuff here on the Husky. But the Husky was still good. It was a little bit soft for me, and I could adjust that out with the clickers, but the forks, the WP Explorer forks, are actually pretty good on this bike, and I didn't have any major complaints with it.
But yeah, so far, the Husky's pretty good. I don't like the soggy brakes, but I think that's a pad issue. Just the way that they were not grabbing at all for the first 15 minutes at my house. I just ran it back and forth, dragging the brake. Just trying to get it to bite, trying to get it to clean up. It didn't want to. So yeah,